Alright peeps, just got back from Canadian Tire. Got the new line. It's a little bit longer than I wanted it. I wanted to get a 30 inch. This one's a 40 inch, so I got 10 inches to kind of to bend around a little bit, which I'm going to do. Not too hard. So, got it bent down here. I'm going to place it in. Get it tidy and stuff like that. So, let me get it installed. Show you guys what the final result looks like. Then we'll start bleeding and get this car working again. You guys are gonna fucking laugh. This is what it looks like. Well, it's better than nothing, right? It's a $400 car. Just gotta make sure it doesn't rub on the shocks. I got like an inch clearance, so I should be good. Right now I'm bleeding alone. There's a trick you can do. Is if you have a long screwdriver, you pump the brake with your foot, and then you move the seat up to the max and you put a long screwdriver to hold the pedal there, and then you can bleed on your own. So it's not so bad. That's what I'm doing right now. We are back in action. I don't know why it looks so dark. Maybe it's just my eyes not working right. We are back in action. The pedal seems a little bit stiffer too than before. Probably had a little minor leak in that line that we didn't notice. So right now it's just picking up my tools and fucking call it a day, eh? That's about it. It was a whole fucking $7 fix and about 3 hours work because I checked everything else out. 3-hour fix for the brake line, $7, $10 for the dash light, and about an hour's work. So all in all, it was a pretty good day today and last night. So I'm gonna pick up my tools, head inside, and spend some time with mommy and the baby. And eat a little something. Catch you guys later. Alright, well, continuing on with the junker, the winter beater, the rust bucket, whatever you want to call it. Yesterday was the 20th, and the car died on the side of the road with the baby in back. It was around 2:30. The kids got off the bus at 3. We were stuck, fucking car dead, no battery, no nothing. I called my mom. She picked up the kids at 3 for us. Thank fucking God. Excuse me for using kind of his name in vain there, but we had CAA. They towed the vehicle to my very loyal mechanic Pig, and we diagnosed the problem. The starter got shorted out by the battery. The battery was leaking acid. Whole bunch of problem. The battery was still on guarantee. It was 2 years old. We went and got a new one at Canadian Tire, no charge, and also the starter was swapped out, so we got some power again. Also a little problem, the wires that I did tap into for the LEDs up here was not a good idea because I don't know where they lead to, and come to think of it, you shouldn't do that. And it was giving me a check engine problem. I pulled the code. It was saying there was an error with the wire edge and all this and that. So I took the LEDs off of there. I'm still going to leave them in there. The wire's down here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to route it to a toggle switch. I'm either going to put the switch here or there. I just need to take that apart and see what I'm working with. And we'll use it that way. So that's what I'm doing right now. I passed the wires down through so I can get them. I'm going to bundle this back up. I'm in the midst of taking this off to see what I got to do to get in there. And a few other little things I'll guide you through. I got like a fuel injector cleaner that I want to put in there. I picked up my spark plugs yesterday. I got to tighten both straps under the hood. The power steering belt and the alternator belt needs to be tightened. So I got to do that. So let's start with this. This is the main thing. We need to get the dash bundled back in there so we can actually use the car and get some dash lights going. So cool. Same thing, kind of the concept as my video for fog lights on the DXJ. I'm going to run a lead, a positive with a fuse to the switch, and then I'm going to put the positive from the LEDs onto there, and then the negative that's on the LEDs is going to go to, you know, wherever in the vehicle, so we can have a negative, some bolt that's, you know, against the chassis or whatnot. So cool, that's what I got to do, and I'll get back to you guys soon. Well, I was sitting here thinking, I got my treatment for the deep clean there, Lucas. I'm letting the vehicle run because, you know, I want some warm heat in here. I might as well go and throw this in and, you know, let it run through while I'm working. Makes more sense, right? So let's go do that. Alright, got my deep clean fuel injector, tank, whatever, Lucas cleaner in. I don't know what it does really. Maybe it's just a gimmick, but you know, at least I did it and I feel better. So I'm going to be putting the toggle switch here. I mulled it up a little bit, but I'm going to have to clean it out because I have to make it a little bit bigger for the plug to fit. Where's the damn plug? Right here. That's going to look okay. That's going to be our dash light. It's not the best place, but at least it's not tied into the car wiring and giving me check engine problems. These are the plugs I opted to get. Platinium, platine in French. My God, I have an easier time reading it in French and English, and I'm English. So, I figured I'd do something fun and go swap those out right now. At the same time, I'm going to use some of my deep creep on the bolts that I need to loosen or tighten to get the two straps there done. That'll be done, and then I can continue on the wiring here, which shouldn't take too long now that I figured out a spot and the other wires are down there, and etc, etc. So let's get this done. Alright, so I'm on my last one. Pretty easy extension with a 5/8 socket. I don't really use a torque wrench. I just get them, you know, nice and snug, not over tight, not loose. The old plugs look okay. I was getting a misfire on cylinder 1. This might help. If not, I'll just swap out the wires later on down the road. So what I do is just, you know, put it in there as far as you can with your fingers. It drops in. And then just give her a go. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, and you feel it get snug, like right there. One turn, again, and you feel it get tight. Good. No more than that. Pop on the cap. Make sure no wires are crossing over, because that could make a misfire. Oh my fucking camera on this thing. I think I'm gonna contact Videotron, the supplier, and tell them the camera keeps fucking up. So yeah, wires aren't crossing over, and let's go give her a turn over. Alright, turned right over. Obviously you gotta let these things heat up a little bit. Doesn't take too long, you know, like 15-20 seconds. Doesn't seem like it's spitting or sputtering as much when I throw the gas down, which is nice to know. I might have fixed the problem just with some new plugs. So this is what we got to deal with over here. You can see how loose those belts are. Got the adjuster down there. It doesn't look too hard to work in here. I got one bolt there I'll have to loosen up, because that's where I get my adjustment. And that one right there. Take a crowbar in there and tighten her up. And then the bottom one is just a question of adjusting the adjuster, so it should go pretty good. Alright, I'm going to go inside and have a juice. What's up, peeps? Right now we're on our way to EB Games. I've had some money aside there for a while, and we figured that, you know,
it's time to use it.
Yeah, it's time to use it. And, you know, we just want something new, something more family friendly.
The unboxing for you guys.
You had a little unbox. And, you know, what we think of it and stuff like that. So we're on our way to EB Games, and I'll get back to you soon.
Bye, peeps.
It's Christmas again.
Merry Christmas again.
This is what we got ourselves. The unbox will be tonight once the kids are in bed and it's quiet. After supper later, homework. Kids don't this will be this will be our little thing. And that's it. Catch you guys later. Woo, peeps, it's cold out here. It's like minus 30. The best trick in the world, if you ever want to get fucking wires through the firewall, you poke a metal hanger through a small hole, you tape the wires to it, and you pull them on through. It's fucking easy as that. So everything's wired up and soldered. I just got to get that positive and the negative to the battery, and then tie wrap things down, and the dash lights should be working again with a toggle switch. I'm gonna shut the engine off and try and tighten these belts. And I got another light that came on, check engine, but it's normal because we unplugged the battery and stuff like that. So, cool peeps. Alright peeps, can't see much, it's really dark, but pretty much got my wires where I want them to go in the car. And also routed to the battery here. 1 second, I'm going to put my flash. Alright, routed to the battery. The fuse for the positive is on the inside. It's really cold out. I did take time to, oh, almost fell over there. Tighten the strap to the alternator. This one's being a bitch. So I'll check that tomorrow. Didn't even know this car had a block heater till now. The wire was dangling on the inside, hidden away. So yeah, let's call it a night. I'm gonna go inside, and that's it for tonight. It's cold. It's like minus 34, I think, right now. All right, peeps. Get you later.